Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategy Game, and we are returning to Master of Command, where we're gonna face our toughest battle yet. Oh. Well, you know what? We might actually do something else before that. So, one thing I should highlight, and that is I did pick one of my units. This guy over here. The Shangav Cossacks, they're now in this fight, and we're gonna see whether we can get a bit of experience in them, see whether they're gonna be any good or not. I don't know. So, yeah, let's just check. Right. Pretty mixed army here. Bit of everything. Quite heavy on artillery, so I guess I should fight them pretty quickly, rather than trying to drag it out too much. I like that there are a lot of horses here. Right. Units build up brace when stationary. Yes, they do. And as I've said many times, way too quickly. The reason I think it's too quickly is, yes, you can, of course, when cavalry comes at you, sort of brace yourself individually. But to do that as a unit, I don't think that's quite as realistic. Right. Because you need to get everyone sort of in a coherent shape, and just doing a thing, and it's just tough, man, to get any... Especially, I mean, I don't know, but I very much expect that at this time... Oh, we've got the river battle here. Right, if we've got the river battle, then I suppose what we're going to do is the dragoons are going to go on the flank. They're going to try to shoot anyone who comes across the river. The heavy horse is going to do the same. Not shooting, obviously, but that should be okay. Right, and everyone else, that's you. I'll trot up here. A bit faster than usual. Then come here. The second unit is gonna make your way, say, here. You might need to come across the little forest there. And then these Don Cossacks just sort of straight go there. Right, that's fine. Right, let's see. So this is not yet the tough battle. But yeah. So the hope is that we're going to catch them on this side of the river, prevent them from reinforcing one another a little bit, and see whether that is going to be successful. So that's why we are putting a very strong emphasis here on the right-hand side. But we are also doing that in a way that should get our fastest units across a little bit faster, so that we can catch them a little bit more, a little bit less well prepared, I'm trying to say. Especially since we do not want them to be bracing against anyone. The Chugav Cossacks, of course, do need to be specifically mindful, because we want to build them, their experience. No one else doing their thing. And you know what? We're going to send our our general over there. Cool. Okay. How's the situation looking up there? You're in fact actually withdrawing at the moment. Let's see how long they are withdrawing. I think they're just going to get in line here. But on the off chance that they're going to do a faster maneuver here, or less coordinated maneuver, I guess is what I want to say. Let's try to get them... Yeah, they're not bracing. Now they are. Come on. Ouch. Ouch. Get out. Okay, now you are being charged here by the Hussars. I'm hoping that we're going to win against the Hussars. Okay, everyone over here. Get over there. Okay, we got them to retreat, that's fine. Didn't take too many casualties, but some. I think all in all, relatively speaking, a success. Make sure they don't come back. What on earth is your range? Right, up over here. Gonna charge them for sure. And these three guys can charge the musketeers. A brief eye on what's going on here on the left hand side. I don't like their lifeguard coming across like that. We'll need to find out. Okay. Shugovs are charging there, that's okay. Can I get one of you to break off? No, I can't. Can I get you to pretty please charge these dragoons? Get out, get out, get out. Everyone get out. Okay, we're hitting them. That's good. The Fusiliers, they are a bit of an issue. But their dragoons should be gone. Okay. Fantastic. Okay, good work here on the right. With a lot of casualties, obviously. But still, I think that's to be expected. Right. Let's try to take out their cavalry. How's the Prussian Life Guard situation developing? Right, let's engage them on sort of all of these sides. I don't think these guys are going to be braced enough. The rest of the situation looks okay here. Can you... Yeah, you could potentially... Let's have you run up here. Because I want to hunt some people down with you. Right. Big charge here. Going the wrong way, right? Yeah. Okay. Switch to buckshot. Think it will be mowed down. Okay, the musketeers down here are a problem. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, get out! Right, okay, you hunt down the infantry. What are these Fusiliers doing? I don't think they're very coordinated. Ooh. The rest of the situation is isn't looking too fantastic, I have to admit. Right, let's try to get out of there. Okay, the Prussian Life shouldn't be mostly concerned about the cuirassiers here. Try to get out of there. Okay, and the situation down here against these guys isn't looking too great either. Okay, they switched targets apparently, which is interesting to see. Our cuirassiers are now charging them. Their lifeguards are being decimated. Nice. Good work. Just a single guy lost here. That is fantastic work. One of these units is really sort of in the middle of everything. You are racking up 1,000 kills. I'd like to see that. Don't necessarily like the development over here. There's too many of them. These guys should be dying now, shouldn't they? Come on. They're dying, they're dying. That does leave this one unit here. Come across. Destroy you. Okay, that's basically everyone. Let's try to farm a bit of experience. I don't see any withdrawing units of the enemy. Well, there's one there. Can you get out, please? Can I bait you to come across the river again? You're regaining your stamina. Okay, yes, I could entice you to do that. That's fantastic. Because that means you can now try to charge over there. You must be basically completely exhausting them. Okay, 1,400 kills here. That's fantastic. You should be gaining a lot of experience. You have the regiment staff, the quartermaster, and the treaties. So yeah, I think you're gonna get a lot of experience from this. Whether or not that's gonna be sufficient to make you useful, I don't know yet. I'm not completely sold on the idea here. Okay, let's pick a unit that is not maybe completely dying. I think these two should be enough. Yeah, there we go. Good. Okay. A normal battle, still not without its challenges. Their heavy cavalry is really posing an issue for us. What are we getting? Well, a couple of horseshoes. Excellent beer. Bit of a veterancy boost here. And then we're going to see what else we can do. Right, so obviously 1, 2 promotions for the good guys. 3. Nice. That is really nice. Level 4. Level 4, just like that. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. Right, and who doesn't have excellent beer? You don't. There you go. Now you do. Who doesn't have excellent horseshoes? I think we might... You know what? This is costing us nothing, so let's do this. Could have given you that. I don't think it's that useful for you. Let's see. I'm still not completely sold on them. I mean, they don't have as much stuff as these guys do. But still, we'll check out. We'll check that out. Okay, let's come down here. I think we're gonna go on normal march here for a second. Just so we can replenish a little bit of our strength. We might swing by the fortification. Which we're not gonna entrench. That will take way. Okay, we're gonna go to horse march, to the herd, and then to this unit. Army marches on, get pelts, pelts. I thought we might be able to get maybe some good horses. Apparently we don't. Right. Everyone is pretty much saddled up. Nothing we can do here that would make a huge difference. We could of course give you at least one more thing. We have a lot of money, so let's do it. And then we're gonna try to take on an Act 3 army like that. 5 artillery pieces. Strong ones too. Very strong ones, some of them. 3 cuirassier units. 4 cuirassier units. Bunch of grenadiers. Bunch of life guard. Musketeers. No veteran? No, there are some veteran musketeers. But life gods scare me, man. How are we gonna get a good doctrine out of this? I mean, at this point, doctrines aren't, of course, that useful. But experience is nice. Items are nice. I think they're essential. We do need to make sure that we are in tip-top shape for the last battle. And this might be giving us a good indication. We are almost halfway down in the last act. Very open battlefield. Musketeers and veteran musketeers on the right. Our right. Life guard on the left. A little bit of a river on the left. Don't think we can get them to cross that river too much. So probably hit them hard on the right. Cuirassiers. Could for once try to break through the center, but that's all grenadiers, so not the best to take on in melee. How are we going to do this? I think slightly differently than usually. We're going to take our dragoons here on the almost far right. Now, for a second there I was thinking about maybe getting our Ukrainians a little bit further across there, but I don't think that's really the way to go. On Cossacks. Then the heavies in the center. Yeah, I still haven't really found my way around the heavies, to be honest. They are useful, they're useful for sure. But mostly we are beating the enemy by beating the... Sorry, can't do this all at the same time. We are mostly beating them by charging, and we're not really using... We're not really using prolonged melee to a large extent, so... Okay, the plan is Ukrainians are going to try to hook around, while the Dragoons are going to shoot up the right-hand side. The Cossacks are going to be there to engage at targets of opportunity, and the Cuirassiers are there to maybe get the enemy to pivot a little bit more to the left than they might otherwise do. Let's bring them over here, and then the rest you can walk. I did ask them to run. Okay, Dragoons. Dragoons, that's you. You're running. You must not run anymore. You've been running too much. This is honestly a little bit tense. This is the toughest battle so far by a pretty much large margin, I would say. You know what? I actually wouldn't mind if you turned towards us. Get you in the forest. Keeping an eye on the left there. Ooh, well that's interesting, isn't it? Okay, you fired. Switch to... No, don't. They are now pivoting around, as is to be expected. Let's try to keep them off balance. You know what? In fact, let's charge them. Not gonna be the best of all choices, but I still think it's gonna be alright. We did lose about, I want to say, a fifth or so of the unit. Okay, good. Good work, gentlemen. Situation on the left still looking fine. I don't think they are too much in range. Well, I say fine. These Don Cossacks here are in a bit of trouble. pull them back slightly. And likewise, let's pull back our heavy units slightly. And then let's take stock of the situation as it develops over here. It's nice. I mean, the graphics are simplified in a way. That's for sure. I don't want to sweet talk it. I kind of like it. But it's... sometimes there are genuinely nice things in the game. In terms of the graphics even. Okay, Ukrainians. All of you. You make your way. Or do I only count 3? Right, now it's 4. Get back to normal speed. Sometimes when they are engaged, you can't really use normal speed. Which I find to be a pity. Right, okay, this is much better here. Hitting them in the flank, ambushing them. In and out. Out, 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 out. Both of you. Right, there we go. Okay. Dragoons, get back to whatever you've been doing there. Right, so far I feel this has been reasonably successful. But on the other hand, we haven't really engaged the most dangerous enemy units yet. Situation looking over here is interesting. Oh, there's a named live carbine units. What's your deal? Melee, charge. Gonna be tough. We did take a lot of losses here. Right, but I do think we need to continue coming up there. Yeah, losing a little bit of stamina here. You don't need to be fast. That's you? No, you. Okay. Fine. Where's our unit that we really want to train up? It's this over here. Oh. Huh. Well, isn't that interesting? We've been letting them get way too close. Honestly, we are in a shooting match here with some Prussian. So many cuirassiers here. This is tempting. Hit him, and hit them too. We need to get out now. Whew! This is tense. Right, you guys need to come out of here. Fast, yes please. That's okay. These cuirassiers are going after us. I think if we are counter-charging with our Cossacks, we should be a-okay. Means we are gonna get shot over here, but that's, I think, alright. Okay, they are coming in on the northern flank here, in a way that I don't really like. And we're hitting their cuirassiers, which they really shouldn't be able to take. Okay, fine, fine, fine. Come on, get out. The only drawback here is that I, so far, really haven't managed to take out the units that I would really have loved to take out. Okay, let's train up, I mean. Right. You're gonna come here. You're gonna come here. Both of you are gonna come there. Take out the cavalry first. Ouch. Charging into... Just charge into charge. That was not nice. That were horrendous casualties. 99 men here, and they are retreating. That's not good. Come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Charge. Good. I can't even look at the... Okay, I need to pause. I need to pause. Right, nothing going on down here. That's okay. The Dragoons should really try to get down here. That's alright. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, brutal slaughter here. But time to get out. I'm very worried about that one unit there. And the veteran musketeers here. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, man. Okay, everyone over there needs to get out of this. That's a mess. Yeah, it's so many units here at this point that it really does become a little bit difficult to handle all of them. Right, let's go back to our brigades. Let's collect ourselves. Make sure that we have everything that we need. There's some Prussian Grenadiers. I think you guys are going to be very well positioned to deal with that. Get our heavies on the right there. The Ukrainians, they took way too many casualties. The Don Cossacks, I don't want to deal with them right this second. So let's deal with this unit down here. Grenadiers are of course shooting at us. The nice thing about Grenadiers is they're not particularly good at shooting. That being said, there are a couple of units up there where the same isn't entirely true. Which way are you facing? You're facing our way. Okay, well, we dealt with all of them. We'd really love to deal more damage with these guys. Okay, the Grenadiers there are engaging us. Not fantastic. I suppose we can bring our Dragoons down here, no? Let's actually bring them into the back of this unit. These two units up there are a little bit worrying to me. Okay, I think the heavy units should be able to deal with this. I'm severely worried about this unit. I would have loved to take more... They're fully braced now. Almost. Yeah, and by the time we reach them, they're 70% braced. It's a completely useless mechanic if it just doesn't work. It's amazing how long they're standing here waiting to be shot. But they did turn around at least. Okay, you can get off them. So that you can actually take a turn. Anyone left? Fantastic. Are you turning around to face me? You certainly are. Well, in that case... One more unit up there. Okay, Dragoons are starting to be punished for venturing so close to the Prussian life. But even Prussian life cannot survive a grenade to the back. By grenade? Jesus Christ. Look at that. Retreat, 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 retreat. Let's get an officer here. And then retreat. My oh my. These are Prussian life up there too. Whew. What are you doing? Thought I gave you an order to attack. Right. Let's gain experience. Let's try to get our wounded units out of the way. You know what? Here you go. Come down all the way over there. Right, anyone else for you to kill? I don't think so. So it might actually be time to attack them. Who are you guys shooting at? Some stragglers? I think so. No. Okay, they completely braced. Tough battle. We survived, but I feel just barely. And the big question is actually, did we lose units? That would be horrible. Horseshoes, couple of carbines. Rest is useless. Yeah, and I do think... Oh, interesting. Plus 20%. Yeah, let's go with this. And we can pick a doctrine. Regiment veterancy when recruited. No. Prisoner conscription effectiveness. Well, no. We have 10,000 men. Artillery accuracy? No. Damn it. Okay, I think... I don't want to lose morale. I think unit professionalism is the way to go, so if we do need to make any replacement, there's a benefit to that. Okay, looks like we didn't lose anyone. Whew. Pretty sure that was also because we did pick the recruitment option there. Right. This I'm going to deal with in between episodes. You need some ammo, you need some ammo, you need ammo, you need ammo. Right, I can actually check this now. Okay, so we've got the carbines and the Charleville. That is pretty accurate, I would say. Much more accurate than what we currently have. On the other hand, how... Oh, it's not shooting fast at all. Yeah, since these guys do use that, I think what I'm gonna use the carbines here is at least the Charleville. I'm gonna put it on you. Toolers. Don't you have toolers? No, you have toolers. By and large, you have toolers. Okay, so you're gonna get that. You are gonna get this. So at least it's somewhat uniform. And then for the horseshoes, got one. Is it the same? For a second there, I thought there were different ones. Okay, normal horseshoe. Suppose I could give you a little bit of a further boost. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Horrible casualties, of course. So we can't right away take them on. But we can certainly go in the direction. We can also try to secure the convoy there. I think that was more cavalry experience, right? Unbreakable spirit. On morale boost? I don't even remember. Well, that being said, it's going on way too long. So, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Do let me know your thoughts on that battle. That battle was a tough one. This one, and I think then we're actually very close to taking on the headquarters, maybe. Probably visit a couple of cities first, try to get the best equipment possible, and then we go. Cheers. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.